All right, sitting here with, standing here with Hekkie Budler. We at the front of the gym, different angle for once. You got a fight coming up. How do you feel about the May Day?
Yeah, it's actually good. May's my birthday month, so it's a nice surprise, especially after the disappointment of the last one. So yeah, I'm happy, can't wait.
So in announcing that you are coming back, you were supposed to come back like a month ago. It didn't happen. Are you still feeling a bit disappointed from that?
Yeah, like most people, the opponent was I think about 8 pounds overweight or something like that. Yeah, it happens. Still upset about it, but what can you do? At least there's something else lined up. Colin has at least got me another fight, and hopefully it works out now. God willing, it will.
Well, there's talks about an opponent coming from not Africa but like Asia, let's say that. Are you happy that you get an opponent from that side?
Yeah, I don't care. The opponent can come from anywhere as long as I fight, as long as they make weight. Yeah, so it's better. I think it's better exposure if they've come from that side as well. More people will watch, especially from that side. So yeah, it's good. At least there's a fight. That's the only thing I'm worried about, that I'm fighting.
A new promoter stepping into the game, Cyril Lehong, Uppercut Promotions. Happy to be on their very first show?
Yeah, very happy to be there. I've known Uncle Cyril for ages. Always interviewed me. He's always been a big supporter of boxing. So it's great that he's come into the boxing and become a promoter, because he knows his story, knows the livelihoods of boxers and how boxers operate. So he knows the game in and out, I think. So I think it's brilliant. I'm happy to be on his first show. It's a great honour, and I believe it will work out and he'll make big things.
And also on the show is going to be some Piwe Conker, your former foe in the ring, and obviously a training partner for many years now. Sharing a tournament with him, are you happy?
Yeah, very. I'm happy for Conker as well, that he's coming back as well. And with him on the show, it's always a good show, because he always makes it a good fight. I know from experience, like I said, I fought him. But he's the same type of fighter as I am. We like giving the crowd what they like, and it's a good fight. So yeah, it's going to be a nice show, good show. I think Hekkie Budler might be also fighting a little bit, if I'm not wrong. I'm allowed to say that. It's also a stablemate, so that's another great addition to the show. So yeah, it's a nice show, good fight. It's going to be lekker.
And with the two of you in the same boat, both yourself and some Piwe, do you talk to each other about, like, basically the comeback?
Now and then, just a little bit into it. Because I know what he is going through, that he hasn't fought in so long. He knows that I've gone through that, I haven't fought in so long. But yeah, we believe it'll work out. We believe we push each other. We try and help each other to do things better, and to be ready for the fight. And he always motivates me, because he's always in shape, always works hard. When we spar, he's always fit. So I always have to be fit. But yeah, we push each other and we help each other.
Now, you mentioned there's sparring. I mean, you guys will literally be... It's not like one of you guys has like a fight 2 weeks before the other. It's literally you'll be sparring each other until like the last second. I mean, that also helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. And the thing is, we know each other, and it helps that we know how hard we can work each other. Because he'll work me full out, I'll work him full out, because I know he can take it, and he knows I can take it. And it's true, we have to both be full out, I think full in our best shape. Because like I said, we're fighting on the same night, so we have to be prepared and at the same rate and at the same time. So it's actually brilliant that it's going to work out for us.
Well, I mean, looks like you'll be again in the same boat as the last fight. You pick up a fight here, and then you're looking at maybe something bigger. But the approach, does it change?
Not really. You train for a fight, for any fight. I think the only difference is when you know your opponent, you can watch tape on him. When you don't, it's quite hard to get it. But I think everything's the same. Every fight, I believe, is a world title fight in my eyes. Because if you lose, you get pushed down the rankings, and you can't get the world title shot. So you have to take every fight as a world title fight and be ready for any fight.
Well, you might know your opponent, but we can't announce it yet. But like, have you started looking at the guy yet, or is it not confirmed?
Nothing's confirmed. I think Colin just told me his name today that we might fight against, and it's not, like I said, it's not confirmed. So I haven't watched any tape yet. I just found out. But it might change. That's how boxing is. Things change so quickly that anything can happen. So we'll see what happens, and then if I find out who it is, I'll definitely watch tape on him.
Well, the thing is, though, you trained for a southpaw your entire last training camp, and it ended up being someone else completely in the fight week. So, those sort of things. I mean, you're at world level. You boxed. You're a Ring Magazine champion. Do these sort of things still affect you?
It was actually the other way around. I've trained for an orthodox, and he was a southpaw. But that it catches you, but you get used to it. Like I say, you have experience, you have to fight. I even sparred against Heda before I even knew I was fighting with southpaw, and she's a southpaw. So I got some southpaw sparring in. But things like that happen and you have to get used to it. You have to be prepared for it.
And I mean, would it be different if, let's just say, you were preparing for Kyoguchi and then in fight week they say one of the other guys jumps in the ring? Would that be more difficult?
Yeah, most definitely. Especially when it's a fight that when everything's on the line, it's much more difficult. But I'll still fight. I like to fight, like to be in the ring. If it happens, it happens, and you have to be, like I said, you have to be prepared for anything. It will be difficult, but you fight what you get.
So I've been told that we can't say which day in May it is because it might be changing due to international incomings and so forth, logistics. But for the fans, it will be in May. What are you promising them?
I'm promising myself a great birthday present, which is a fight and a win, and I promise you guys a great fight. Like you know me, I always give you guys good fights. Hopefully, but come out see me. It's been 2 years since I fought longer, so come and watch, and you guys would enjoy it, and we need your guys' support.
So May it is, ladies and gentlemen at home. Do you have a thank you or shout out lastly?
Thanks to all my sponsors for always supporting, and thanks to Colin and Cyril for putting the fight up. Thanks to you for always interviewing us and keeping boxing in the up, and God bless everybody.